Hello and welcome to the Study Legal English YouTube channel. Welcome if this is your first time and welcome back if you are a regular here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use ChatGPT to practice your legal English. Now, a lot of my students who study with me, who study legal English directly with me, often ask me, Louise, how can I practice my legal English speaking outside of class? And I often recommend ChatGPT as a useful tool to practice. Now, a lot of students are either a little bit concerned, they're not sure how to do it, or they simply are a bit worried about the technology. They're not sure how to actually use ChatGPT. And so this guide is a simple step-by-step guide to help you, just like my students, use ChatGPT to practice your legal English. Before I get started, I want to remind you that you can follow me on Instagram at The Legal Englisher and on Facebook, the Study Legal English Group. You can also sign up to my newsletter. If you go to my website, studylegalenglish.com, there will be a pop-up where you can find, you can sign up to the newsletter. Finally, you can, of course, subscribe and hit the notification button here on YouTube to stay up to date with any videos. All right, let's get started then. So as you can see here on my screen, I've got the step-by-step guide on the right, and on the left, I am showing you the screen of my phone so that I can literally take you through these steps and show you exactly what you need to do. So step 1 says download the app. So let's do it. We go to the Play Store, okay? We search for ChatGPT. Here we go. And now you have to be a bit careful here because we've got different options that come up. The one that we really want, in fact, not just really want, the only one that we want is this one, okay? ChatGPT by OpenAI. That's the most famous ChatGPT that you've heard of, that's in the news, that everybody talks about, and this is the one that I recommend. I have already installed it, so I don't need to do that, but you certainly will. Step 2, as you can see on the screen, is to log in or to sign up. So if you've already got an account, obviously you're going to log in. If not, sign up, go through those steps. You can do that yourselves. And just to let you know, you don't need to pay for the features that I'm going to be showing you. There may be some limitations if you're using a free account. However, you can still use it, okay, but there simply may be some limitations. So, okay, let's go to step 3, okay, here. We've got step 3. It says access the legal English speaking coach. So you can either search for the speaking coach or just much simpler, we can simply scan, okay? We'll scan this QR code. Okay, there we go. So we've got it there. We're going to click on it, and here we go. We go directly into the Legal English Speaking Coach. Now, this is a GPT that I have created within ChatGPT, and it says it's your personal coach to help you practice legal English, but there's a disclaimer, of course. So it says legal terminology may not always be accurate, only used to complement your studies with a real teacher. I can't stress enough that, of course, you need to be cautious with AI. AI does have limitations. It can be a fantastic tool, but you do have to be aware that, it's not perfect and it doesn't replace humans. So, use it with caution, but in this way, it can be really helpful for you. Okay, so let's move on to step 4, which is the, most exciting part. So here it says practice speaking. Look for the headphone icon. You can see it down here. It's on my screen. It's down on the right-hand side, down there at the bottom. We're going to click the headphone icon to start, and then we're going to use our phone's microphone to speak in English to practice our legal English. I've suggested some prompts here. Okay, so why don't I'm going to try them out. Here we go. I want to practice explaining a legal procedure to you. Please correct my mistakes.
Be happy to help. What legal procedure would you like to explain?
I would like to explain the trial process for a breach of contract in Germany.
Sounds like a great topic. Although the legal systems in Germany and England and Wales differ, I can still help you with explaining the breach of contract trial process. Go ahead and start your explanation whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Actually, now I want to do something different. I want to practice a client meeting where I advise them on a breach of contract. Can you play my client in a role play?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to role play as your client. To set the stage, let's assume I am a small business owner who believes that one of my suppliers has breached their contract with me. Feel free to start the conversation whenever you're ready.
Okay, actually, can I just practice? Let's do something different. Can I practice my legal English? For example, I often confuse the terms damage and damages. Can you help me practice these legal terms?
Of course. That's a great choice for practice since damage and damages are commonly confused. Here's a simple explanation. Damage refers to harm or injury caused to something or someone. For example, the breach of contract caused serious damage to the company's reputation. Damages refers to the monetary compensation awarded to someone as a result of loss or injury. For example, the court awarded £10,000 in damages. Would you like to try using both terms in sentences? I can give you some feedback as you go.
Sure. The court awarded damage to the client.
You're very close, but in this context, you should use damages instead of damage. The court awards monetary compensation, which is referred to as damages. So the correct sentence would be, the court awarded damages to the claimant. Would you like to try another sentence with either damage or damages?
All right. So there you go. I tried out some of those prompts that I've suggested. And of course, you would actually have a conversation with ChatGPT using these prompts or using whatever thing that you actually want to practice. And the really nice thing afterwards is that you get this transcript, okay? And so you can see exactly what what ChatGPT has said, and actually review it. So you can actually both practice your speaking and your writing in this way. And step 5, you can see here on the guide that I've got here on my screen, is get feedback and improve. So you saw there that ChatGPT was giving you feedback. They can give you feedback on the pronunciation, the grammar, the vocabulary, and just generally engage in conversation with you. You might want to adapt your prompts if you want to practice a specific thing like pronunciation. You might say, I commonly mispronounce the word, can you help me with my pronunciation? Or you might like to say, can we practice speaking in the past about my experience as a lawyer? So there's, endless things that you can do here. And, finally, the idea is, to keep practicing. Take into account the feedback that you're given and continue to practice, continue to improve your legal English. So I hope that that's helpful for you. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you try this out and it's helpful for you. If you've got any questions, ask a question in the comment section or send me an email. My email address is louise@studylegalenglish.com. So thanks for watching and see you next time.